Let's remember that we attract what we are vibrating, what we are transmitting. If we are transmitting a message that displays. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatiana, and if you have been feeling like there's energy that feels heavy around you, or you're feeling just oddly tired recently, this video is for you. We're going to be talking about something that should be normalized and talked about more often, and that is your spiritual hygiene, the unseen hygiene, the one that we cannot see with the human eye, but it clears your aura, it realigns your frequency. Similarly to when we get a cut and we tend to it, we nurture it, we cleanse it, we also need to cleanse our metaphysical body. And we know that we need to do this when energy starts to feel heavy, so that way it gets our attention. And it's so important because, especially with our very fast environment, we interact with so many different people, we plug into their energy and they plug into our energy, not realizing that there is a currency going on. So what happens is that when people connect to and plug to our energy, similarly to when we plug a cord to an outlet, and then there is a connection, we are carrying energy that does not belong to us. And after time, just like anything that gets oversaturated and overworked, it's going to start to dysfunction. How many times do we hear people saying, I feel tired, oh, I'm bored, where they just don't look like they have that spark inside of them. And a visual test is when you see someone walking and they look like they have confidence, they look like they have leadership, you feel that they're more reliable to be around, versus when we interact with people whose body language tells us that they don't want to be there. We can tell the difference between those two energies. And even though we don't carry a mirror ourselves to be able to notice what type of energy our body is emitting, let's remember that we attract what we are vibrating, what we are transmitting. If we are transmitting a message that displays and exudes love, and exudes confidence, and exudes peace, we are vibrating the frequency of love, of confidence, of peace. And what might also happen is that people who are lacking that are going to want to plug into your energy. And from there, you're going to notice that after an interaction with them, your energy might have depleted a little bit without realizing why, just by talking to them or just by connecting to them. You don't need to even exchange words, but if their energy stays with you and you keep thinking about them and lingering, it's actually their energy that got connected to yours. And then we start vibrating stress, we start vibrating fear, we start thinking thoughts that are more in alignment with stress and fear rather than love, clarity, and that is more in alignment with our authentic self. But when we elevate and we cleanse and we aligned more with our authentic essence, then we're able to attract clarity, we attract peace, we attract more blessings. And here are some signs that can help you to identify if you need an energetic cleansing. You might feel chronic fatigue, or you might feel burned out. You might feel emotionally off, like there's something odd going on. You might notice that there's more drama going on around you. You might not want to be involved with it, but it just continues to resurface. Your intuition feels blocked, like you're not able to listen to it clearly. And even when you go to sleep, it doesn't feel like it's enough. Rest doesn't feel like it's actually energizing you. Most of us know the benefits of drinking a green smoothie. and we know that it's good for us. It's good for cleansing our system. And similarly, there's practices that we can utilize to cleanse our spiritual body. Some of these include utilizing salts and herbs when you are taking a bath, and you can utilize rosemary, you can utilize lavender, you can use eucalyptus, and allow yourself to connect to the aroma that they exude, and connect to water, as it has amazing properties for emotional cleansing. You can just imagine that you're emitting a white light that is surrounding you and is washing away anything that is not supposed to be there, anything that needs to go. You can also utilize beautiful meditations that are directly designed for cord cutting energy. So that way you can let them go and allow God to take care of the rest. And stay tuned. I will be creating some more meditations that will include energy cord cutting and body scanning, so that way you can integrate them as part of your rituals. Another amazing way that you can utilize is journaling, writing down whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever it is that it's troubling you. You will be surprised at how simple this practice is, yet it's amazingly effective at being able to bring clarity. And if you want to take it a step further, you can write down what is troubling you, or how you're forgiving a situation, an event, a person. And at the end, safely, you can burn it. You can just rip it apart and let it go. You can flush it. However feels right for you to let it go, the point is to release it one way or another. So that way you know that you're breaking that energetic contract that you didn't even know that you still had. You are essentially unsubscribing from that subscription that you didn't even know you were part of. And speaking of subscriptions, we also have to talk about our subscription to our phone, our subscription to devices. We also have to go through some digital and emotional detoxes. And I mean emotional because we're very connected to our phones. There is an emotional connection. There is an automatic response whenever we see that we have received a text message. We should utilize our phones as tools, not something that we are slaves to and we cannot live without. It's good for self-control, it's good for self-discipline, and be able to connect back to reality, to connect back to your environment, to be present. Because it's through presence that we're able to then not only connect to the magic of the moment where we live in the now, but also we make better choices. We gain more clarity to our intuition. And that reminds me that there is also power in fasting. And this type of fasting is the one where being able to also practice discipline, self-control, but also clarity for the body. It wasn't until recent that we have the technology that we have. We did not have refrigerators. We didn't have delivery food services. We didn't have grocery stores. We had to be very mindful of the food that we had and how we consumed it. And it's also very beautiful when we practice mindful eating, when we're connecting directly with the energy of the food that we're consuming. This is why being able to consume foods that are positive charge, such as plants that are alive, that re-energizes us, and we can feel the connection to nature. And not only that's a very sacred moment, you feel inner peace right away. And another way that you can gain that inner peace and also cleanse in nature is by grounding, by earthing, by connecting and feeling the soil underneath your feet and allowing then for your body to get recharged and cleansed. Nature has our backs. These are practices that are very simple, yet they can really allow you to feel lighter, feel clearer, and be able to gain peace and gain that authenticity back to yourself. Spiritual hygiene is at no extra cost. It's very essential for our modern living, and very much so for empaths, for healers, for those of us that feel like a thermostat, changes in energy, changes around us, but also for us that lead with our heart. We are guarding our heart. And there is a beautiful verse from Proverbs 4:23 that tells us to guard our heart because everything we do flows from it. So God tells us to not only be kind to ourselves and practice this with others around us, but also to remember that we are a treasure and we have to guard our heart. And guarding our heart doesn't mean that we're building walls around it. No, it means that we are nurturing it like a flower that we protect, that we love, that we nurture. That's Kobe, by the way. Colby is back. Are you gonna help Mama? I'm still training him. He's about to turn 10 months. So we want to leave you with the thought that your energy is a beautiful and sacred real estate. You do not owe access to you to anyone or anything. Anything that disturbs your peace, leaves you feeling energetically drained, is too heavy. You do not need to allow your energy to run in negative numbers to then realize that you need to do something about it. Your intuition tells you beforehand that you need to be cautious. Your body is a beautiful temple and it deserves to be treated as such. And here are some 3 mantras that we have for you. I release any energy that does not belong to me, and I return to my natural vibration. My spirit is sacred, my energy is divine, and I cleanse with ease and grace. I attract what I'm ready for, and I am ready for peace, for clarity, and alignment. Thank you very much for joining us today. If this resonated with you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. I will leave some of my playlists that include meditations under the description box. We're wishing you a beautiful day, and we'll see you next time. Until then, take care.